Today I'm here with another Foundation Diaries video, and I'm actually going to be talking about a new BB cream that is really affordable and I'm also really impressed with. So today we're going to be talking about the new Rimmel BB cream. This is the 9-in-1 matte skin perfecting super makeup. So Rimmel are one of my favourite high street makeup brands when it comes to bases. I recently talked about their liquid mousse foundation from their matte range, and this is another extension of that range, and like I said, it's a BB cream. BB creams are a little bit done now, but I'm always really excited when Rimmel launch a new product, so I tried this out as soon as I got my hands on it. First I'm going to tell you a little bit about the product, and then as always I will show you me applying the product and let you know my thoughts on it, the positives and the negatives. So this product is supposed to be a matte product and it's meant to control shine. It's meant to absorb any excess sebum or oil that is on your skin, and it actually contains bamboo powder, kaolin clay, witch hazel, algae and lactic and salicylic acid. So there are some active skincare ingredients in there as well, so that adds to the whole BB cream, otherwise it would just be a tinted moisturiser. So it does have some skincare benefits. When I read that I thought maybe there is some kind of benefit to this one rather than it just being a tinted moisturiser, which I really don't mind. I don't really mind if my BB cream just gives me a really nice look to my skin and conceals a few imperfections. It doesn't have to be all singing, all dancing, but that's how they kind of tend to market things to us anyway. It does say that this is SPF 15, but it doesn't say if it's broad spectrum. It doesn't specify if it's UVA, UVB or if it's broad spectrum. So whenever I'm using a makeup product, if it claims to have an SPF, I always use a regular SPF anyway. So first of all, let's talk about the packaging. It's this kind of dinky little packaging, which Rimmel did for the liquid mousse foundation as well, and I actually really like this because it's quite portable. It's pretty small really as foundations go, really easy to throw into your handbag for touch-ups or really easy to travel with as well. It isn't the most luxurious packaging in the world, but let's face it, it's lightweight, it's portable, it's easy to kind of store and take around with you, and we don't need big clunky kind of bottles for everyday items like this. Even though it is quite small, you still get the regular 30ml, which you get across the board for any kind of foundation, whether it's high-end or low-end, they're all usually 30ml. It comes in 3 shades. This is the medium one, the one that I use, light, medium and dark. I always say this when it comes to the high street, and I feel like I always kind of pick on Rimmel, but it's true that the high street doesn't really represent what the UK looks like in terms of skin tones. So I would say that if I'm a medium in this, I would hazard a guess that someone who has a deeper skin tone will maybe struggle, depending on how dark your skin is, when it comes to the dark shade. I mean, how dark is the dark shade going to be if I'm a medium? I don't know. And likewise for the lightest shade, I'm not sure how light that actually is. So just as a reference point, I'm a medium and I'm about NW25 in max. My first thought upon applying this was that coming out of the same packaging as the liquid mousse foundation, I was expecting it to be the same consistency just because it was sort of similar packaging. It's easy to confuse them. And I was really surprised that it was a little bit more runny than I was expecting. It reminded me more of the Dior BB cream. I would actually compare this to sort of the Dior BB cream and the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint, which I've also done a video on, because they are sort of more mattifying BB creams and they're more like a demi foundation kind of feel on your skin. But the consistency of the Jouer is more mousse-like and more whipped, and this is definitely more liquidy, more like a lotion. So I was a bit surprised by that, but I do like that kind of consistency anyway. It was really easy to apply, really easy to blend, and I just really enjoyed the application process. In terms of coverage, I feel like it gave me decent coverage. I do have a few parts of my skin which have hyperpigmentation at the moment. I'm just kind of coming out of a breakout cycle, like a hormonal breakout cycle, so I do have a few patches on my skin that are quite red, in scarring, that kind of thing, so I would have to put some concealer on, and I also applied some under eye concealer. But other than that, it would generally conceal anything else that I wanted to sort of cover up, and it evened out my skin tone nicely. I didn't powder my skin, and it's actually been about 2 hours, maybe closer to 3 hours since I applied it, and this is what the finish looks like now. I don't think this is a completely matte product, but as far as BB creams go, it is a more matte BB cream, if that makes sense. Usually when I apply a tinted moisturiser, it's kind of throw it on, I'm doing something low maintenance, I'm around the house or I'm going to a post office, supermarket, I don't want to look done up, I don't want to look sort of finished, and I'm definitely not going to be out of the house the whole day because tinted moisturisers tend to oxidize on me. I do get excess shine when I use them, and it's just really for those low maintenance days. But I feel like this, the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint and the Dior BB Cream, they're kind of unique in the fact that I can actually wear them and go through the whole day and I feel like it's going to stick around on my face. I'm actually going out this evening, I'm just going to leave this makeup on. I feel like it's not something that you have to really keep your eye on much. Having said that though, it's not matte as in a matte foundation, and realistically when you go for a BB cream, that's not what you're looking for. If you want a matte finish, that is what powder is for, that's what high coverage foundation is for. But if you're looking for a BB cream, you're not looking for that totally porcelain mannequin-like look to your skin, in my opinion anyway. If I go for a BB cream, I want something that's a little bit natural. So I actually feel like this is the perfect sort of coverage for me and the perfect finish in terms of looking like skin. I don't want something that's going to have that powder finish, otherwise I wouldn't go for the BB cream. It's also worth noting that I actually applied my SPF before I put this on, as I always do, and I didn't feel like it made it too oily. But I think if you are oilier, you could get away with using this as your moisturiser as well as your kind of foundation if you didn't want to be in the sun. I would watch out with the sun protection on this one. I don't know if it's completely giving you SPF. There are some areas on my skin where I'm kind of starting to get a bit of a sheen here on my nose and a little bit of the sides of my nose. However, in this video I am sitting right in front of a huge light, which always makes me look a lot shinier than I am, and I have no powder on right now. In real life it's more of a natural, normal skin tone. This BB cream actually has 9 in 1 apparently, and you know, these things are always marketing spin, and I find it quite funny because it's like you just want a foundation or you just want a BB cream, you just want a concealer, but it ends up being something that's like all singing, all dancing, I'll cook your breakfast, I'll iron your clothes, I'll make your bed, and I'll give you a BB cream finish on your face. And it's like, come on, we just want the BB cream. I am going to read through these 9 in 1 sort of powers that it has, because I actually don't disagree with a lot of them, so I'm going to read you what it actually claims to do. So, minimises the appearance of pores. I agree with that, because I think pretty much anything that you put on your face that is tinted, that is makeup, is going to minimise the appearance of your pores. Evens your skin tone, again, that's pretty much true of anything. Powder, concealer, tinted moisturiser, foundation, mineral makeup, they're all going to even your skin tone. Mattifies, I definitely think it is a mattifying product in terms of the ingredients that it's got, although I'm not sure what the active ingredients are, I don't know what the concentration is. But, you know, I definitely think it is matte in terms of a BB cream. Is it like a powder? No. Controls shine all day. Like I said, I do have a bit of shine coming through, but I am wearing an SPF underneath and I actually really like that finish. 5 smooths, again, anything that's like a moisturiser, tinted moisturiser, it's going to give you a smoother looking skin. Soothes is another claim. I don't know if it soothed my skin. There is witch hazel in there, I guess, but I don't feel like my skin's particularly soothed. Conceals dark circles. Yes, this will give you some coverage under your eyes, it'll give you coverage all over your face, but I still went on and put my under eye concealer because I just like a little bit more brightening effect under the eyes. Helps prevent blemishes, I guess, with the salicylic acid and the witch hazel, but I can't really vouch for that because I only tend to break out hormonally. 9, gives all day coverage. Yes, it will give all day coverage. If you do like a completely matte look, you still will need to touch this up. But in terms of BB creams, I think this is a really, really good comparable BB cream to the likes of the Jouer Matte Moisture Tint and the Dior BB cream for a much lower price. This isn't actually out yet, it comes out on the 22nd of January, but it may, sometimes they release some of it earlier in some stores when you have the promotional activities. It's got an RRP of $6.99, so it is definitely a lower end alternative to a BB cream, and it's one that I would really, really recommend if you're in the market for one, or if you're thinking about buying one that's a little bit more matte like the Dior. Definitely try this one first and see if it's the kind of thing that you like. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favourite BB cream is in the comments below, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye!